Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. Or perhaps you are listening to the all-in actual play feed for Open Hearth. If so, welcome. We are playing this game live over Zoom, video and voice, so occasionally I will show pictures. I like to show pictures. I'll try my best to describe them for audio-only folks. It is Star Wars as we kick this off in late May 2026. So it is Star Wars Saturdays, and we are in a quarterly game of Jedi Hearts, which is a Masks, a New Generation reskin for Padawans. And since it's a bunch of Padawans, I'm setting this during the Clone Wars. And the Clone Wars is something that we get to see some cool Clone Wars bits in the currently out there in theaters Mandalorian and Grogu. For folks who have gone to see it, you might see some cool droids that I thought was neat. Uh, we are in the middle of a session where we went to 1313, and Kay is not able to join us today. Okay, hope you enjoy the wedding with your friends and have a good time. Or if you even watch this, Andesh, who was not with us last week, has returned. So we just got a shuffling cast. We're creative. We can make it work. Do that on TV shows. There are like whole episodes of Star Trek Next Gen where you have no Wesley. And then there's Wesley and stuff happened. And then they're here and it works. Let's go around the horn and have our refamiliarize ourselves with the players and their characters. We're going to start on the right-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left. So, Andesh, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
I could. I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Neil Tassan, she, her. She's the Rancor playbook, which is the equivalent of the reskin of the Bull. She recently had her already cybernetic arm cut off in a lightsaber duel. And she, after some drama, she ran away. And maybe now she's been found again. We'll see.
We shall see. Mark, you're up next. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Mark Keenum, and I'm playing Alali Holstack. She, her. Alali is our hotshots, and last time had two lightsabers, and now only has one lightsaber because she ran into her best friend who was lost a while ago. Um, Cyril, and Cyril turned my orange lightsaber red and threw me off a building. So, best friends.
You're on mute, Rich.
Mark, just a heads up, your audio is coming through pretty clearly, but your video is kind of stuttering.
Oh,
So just be
I
advised.
believe it.
Oh, man. Better internet. Come on, internet.
I
Be
know.
ubiquitous and perfect in every
Hey,
way.
I'm personally happy that the audio is coming through fine. So as long as the audio is there, we're all good.
Exactly. We can
Yeah.
play with audio only. I love seeing Mark emote. That's all. Steven, since you are the farthest left on the character keeper, you get to go last. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Thana Boer. Thana is a Mon Calamari, albino, was rejected by his people, and because of his force sensitivity and because of his distorted appearance, was sent to the Jedi Temple. It is the scarred playbook, so I'm a monster. And I was in the bar whenever things went down um, in the last session, and we're in 1313, and there was a big um, gun battle, and our fellow Padawan Silfani got shot, and I'm carrying her out.
That's right. That's right. Cool. So let's pick up with Nil. This is the what have you wow, where even are you? Nil, we have established you, the player, and I. We talked about it briefly, and you are okay if Nil actually did. That Sophony was right. You really did run away back to 1313. Um, I had in my head once you said that was interesting to you, the idea of us potentially picking up with you having your hand replaced by someone and us talking about how that would happen. Are you open to that as the our opening scene for Nil Toussaint?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. So, the opening sequence, we have some neon lights spilling into what looks like possibly a tattoo parlor of some kind. There's this thumping bass music, heavy smoke, and then we hear the tss, 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 and when we pull back, we see Nil Toussaint's cybernetic hand being replaced. Does it look the same or does it look oddly different from the rest of the arm, do you think, Nish? Which is more interesting to you?
I think it's definitely different. This new hand is like more robust. It doesn't look. It does. It's not modeled as much to look human. So I think it has like a thumb and two really big fingers, and but it looks more industrial, I think.
Nice, nice. And we see the cybernetic hand, and then we see a little thing that's doing that little tap soldering thing to get it together. And when the camera, yeah, your two fingers are doing the test, and then the little thing is closed over. But we realize that the person who's doing the work is very small. Um, and when the camera pulls back, there is an Anzellan standing on your arm, and they've got those big hands. The Anzella Babu Frick from the sequels, and also there are a number of Anzellans. If you've seen any of the previous four trailers for Mandalorian and Grogu, so an Anzellan has the little goggles on because she was welding, and then she says, "It's good, it's good," and she hops off of your arm and scampers across your lap down to the floor.
Mhm.
Um, Neil, we're learning now about your life in 1313. Do you imagine that there is someone who's a benefactor? That seems less likely to me based on Nil's history. Or has Nil cashed in her like being a Padawan ness, or is she owing someone important? What is it that she's
Yeah.
done, traded for? How has she acquired this replacement?
I think it's like she grabbed enough stuff when she ran away to like do a down payment, but she's definitely going to owe someone for the rest. I think she could like pay for the work, but she had to like be she owes someone for the actual hand, the physical parts.
Nice, nice. So I'm just gonna warn all of you ahead of time if you haven't already figured it out from looking at the 1313 tab on our character keeper index. Hopefully you've looked there. It might seem familiar. So, for anyone
Yep,
who has no
yep.
idea what I'm talking about, I've stolen a bunch of stuff from the Stars in the Dark game that the four of us played way back in the day. There were other players, but this was most of us. So yeah, this is a little bit of a love letter to the Stars in the Dark game. That's so with that in mind, um, yeah, after the testing and the fingers, the little Anzellan, who I am going to name Doka Gurk, and I'll throw her in the NPCs. Doka Gurk, the Anzellan who put together your hand, which probably was stolen off of a droid. Let's be honest. Um, But when we pull back, there is a dog that moves up and sniffs your hand, and then when the camera pans with the dog walking back, we see that it is chained, and I will throw into our hold on, I'll throw into our NPCs. Uh, oh shit! Oh, there we go. Sweet. A particular the dog moves to its owner, which is a female uh, in some kind of very fancy looking mask, possibly a Mandalorian mask. Uh, and she also has some kind of blast vest, pair of blaster pistols at her side, and a very dope looking fur cape. Who you know as Zori Bliss, and particular pupper is known as Sebastian. Zori Bliss says, "Okay, Nil." And her voice comes across kind of modulated.
Mhm.
It
Yeah,
works, right?
seem so kind of doing some like movements, trying to pick things up and that sort of thing.
Good. Told you I'd make you whole.
Yeah.
Heard that there's some of your friends who've come down and are making a little trouble.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
It's a problem for me. So the first thing you can do for me is go find them. Get them the cark out of here. Some place called the Womp Rat. It is a cantina.
Mhm.
Um, and then she comes over and places a comm unit in your hand. I'll
Mhm.
use this to track you. Let me know when you found them. Convince them to go back to their temple. You owe me. No.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I
Uh,
think Neil is uncharacteristically like dejected and a bit passive compared to her usual like barely restrained uh, anger and whatever.
nice. Sweet. So you pick up and start to walk out of the tattoo parlor. We jump ahead. Ah, mechanics thing. At the beginning of the session, I add one to the team pool. It has now gone from two to three. There, I remember the thing. I told myself three different times. Don't forget that thing. I've remembered it. Donna, when last we saw you, you had a wounded Sylphony Cece, who the Kasurian Padawan. You came out to the Duracrete streets and saw that the Coruscant security force had surrounded Alali Hulstock, and you see them picking her up and putting her into a large, like a paddy wagon speeder van, and taking off. And Sylphony gasped out, "What? We have to save her." Ow.
Um, if you don't mind, please remind me how badly is Symphony hurt?
Hey, why don't you
Oh,
check that out? I
yeah.
think everything was pretty hectic, and she had gotten shot in the gut, and you picked her up and carried her out. Maybe this is the first chance for you to look at her. She looks to be in very rough shape. She's lost a good bit of blood. You can see that her, like a dark red blood, has run down her side and has leaked across her thigh and is dripping as You two are standing there in that alleyway looking over at the bunch of Corsac folks.
I think what I want to do here is Alali's going to be fine in jail. They're not going to kill her, but Sylphanie might die. So I had originally intended, I think I said, let's find where your family is. I think the woman, the Zeltran inside the club, may have even given us directions.
Yeah, she said
Okay.
that Vera Cece has an office in the Heights.
And if I were to try to comfort and support an NPC, does that work or is it only with
Yeah,
PCs?
sure. Yeah, you can comfort and support an NPC. Do
Yeah.
really well. It can actually benefit you. Roll with ordinary.
So I think that the way this looks on screen is
By the
I
way,
tell
just
her,
as a reminder, you are angry. So you have
yes,
a -2 to comfort or support.
okay. So I think what I do is I tell her, we're going to get you to your sister as soon as possible. I'm going to patch you up here in the alleyway. We'll go after a lolly as soon as you can help. Um, I You shouldn't downplay your danger. The people who care about you are important, and it's important for us to be able to get to your family and they can help us get to a lolly. Um, by doing so, I tell her what I'm most envy about them, her family, and I can roll with Savant instead.
Ah, it's very
Yeah.
clever. Wish I could
That
be.
makes that makes it a flat roll.
Good.
So I'm going to put that in because I'm +2 in Savant, and that's still a 6.
Still
Yeah.
a 6. Now, if you wanted to, you could spend a team selfishly to give yourself a +1. And what you have to do is up your ordinary and lower something else. That's what you do when you spend that team selfishly. But you would have to disrespect or insult one of your other fellow Padawans in order to do that selfishly.
Um, and mechanically, when you do it selfishly, does it just cost 1 or 2?
It's just one. It
Okay.
costs
I
one to
seem
do
to
it.
remember there being some rules at some point where it costs 2 if you did it for yourself. Oh, it's easy to insult Alali. She's my roommate. And, you know, Alali is always getting in trouble like this. And we'll have to put this on hold while we take care of you. And then we'll go figure out Alali's mess that she's gotten into. So, yeah, I'll spend a team pool.
Okay. You spin that team
Yeah.
pool, then you move your ordinary up so that that 6 becomes a 7, but you'll have to correspondingly lower a different label.
Um, because I rolled with Savant, I need to increase Savant, correct?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. You would have
Yeah.
increased savant. Now it
Yeah.
goes to a +3. You are so savant.
I am.
Sorry, I stuck on ordinary, but you used a different move to roll the different label, so you would boost that. On a hit, you get through to them, and they will choose one. She can't mark potential. She's an NPC. Clear condition. Shift 2 labels. If you open up, she will uh, effectively clear a condition. It helps her to doesn't close a wound, but she feels more at
And it
peace.
should basically, my intention was to stabilize her so that we could make it to her sister
Yeah,
and she could travel.
sweet.
Mm.
Yes, and you stabilize her. She doesn't. She continues to lean on you, but um, she says, "Thank you."
It
And
appears to be a little bit more of a drunken lean as opposed to there is a wounded, weak thing out here you can attack.
she
That.
gains a bit of strength from your comfort and
Yeah.
your support. But unfortunately, that speeder van and then the speeder, the kind of night sky styled speeder, takes off after it, leaving you behind. That night sky speeder, the nicer one, is the one that you saw. The other Kasurian, she leaves without having seen you guys. You spent that moment to support Sylphony, but unfortunately, they left. And when they do, across this street, you see that there is a nightclub called the Undertow. Um, and that's interesting. You see, there are some like vid displays out front of various aquatic creatures. And you also see that there's a hollow of a Moncal female. Says in Arabish, starring, and you see that there is someone that you. Well, did Thana ever watch hollows about their people, about other Moncal, or was that not something that interested them?
Not publicly. I think they have a love-hate relationship with watching. I think in private they will watch, especially famous Moncals, because at the same time they're jealous of and want to know more about their heritage, but at the same time they're angry that they were rejected. And they don't even understand why.
Well, this is at least from that name and the look.
Mhm.
This is someone that you saw when you were very, very young. They were on a popular soap, a dramatic actress who uh, was known for always being able to cry on command and always played weepy characters, but was still compelling. You know, very, very pasiones de las pasiones style of a telenovela, a holo novella, maybe we call it. So we'll cut from you when you see that. Uh, Alali. Now we enter box text territory. Apologies, but I'm excited anyway. Consciousness returns in fragments. Fragments. First, warmth. Not the damp industrial heat of level 1313. This is softer, dry, controlled. The kind of warmth that comes from a very expensive climate system and insulated walls. Then the scent reaches you. Tea leaves, floral, sharp, unfamiliar. Beneath it, smell of polished wood, clean fabric, and a faint ozone tang of distant Coruscant traffic filtering through the hidden ventilation. Your body is sunk into something impossibly comfortable. You start to wake, you realize that the couch beneath you is curved perfectly against your weight. And the upholstery is this deep blue fabric threaded with silver embroidery that catches the ambient light whenever you move. There's even a blanket that's been thrown over you at some point, not carelessly, but with precision. For a moment, you forget where you are. And then the windows remind you. An entire wall of transparent steel that overlooks level 1313. The Undercity sprawls endlessly beyond this apartment. Towers, stacked beneath towers, wrapped in neon advertisements and rivers of moving traffic. Speeders streak through the night outside in glowing streams of red, gold, and electric blue. Somewhere far below, swear you can hear a siren wail. Somewhere closer, music pulses through the bones of the city. And somehow, impossibly, this apartment sits above it all like a jewel balanced over a reactor shaft. There's elegant furniture that curves throughout this room in flowing organic shapes, hanging lights that drift lazily near the ceiling like moons. Everything matches, everything belongs, including the Kasurian woman in the kitchen. She stands with her back partly turned, her sleeves rolled neatly to the elbows, pouring steaming water into a narrow silver kettle. She's tall, athletic. Her hair is gathered into a severe braid that falls between her shoulder blades. Wearing an impeccably tailored house robe, the color of crimson wine. Even relaxed, she carried herself like someone who might be armed. Without looking over to you, she says, "Good, you're awake. You fell onto a street 3 levels below a spice den and directly outside a gambling hall currently under investigation for organ trafficking." She turns to look at you. Her face is strikingly beautiful in the way expensive sculptures are beautiful. "You're Sylphony's friend, yes?" "A lolly, if I recall from her letters." She hefts up a tray with 2 steaming cups of tea with the silver uh, kettle in the middle. Starts to walk over to you.
Uh, where am I?
"You're in my apartment."
Who are you?
"Ah, I'm Vera. Vera Cece. I'm Sylphony's older sister, one of her older sisters." "Are you feeling any better?"
I I'm not dead, so
"You're not. You wouldn't be here if you were." And then she kind of smiles at that and she sets it on a small table and sits, kind of perches on the chair opposite you.
how'd I get here?
"I had you brought here. They were going to question you."
Who, the Jedi?
"No, the Coruscant security force. I have some pull. My shuttle was activated, the one I had stashed on the surface in case Sylphony needed it, and then you show up."
Oh, yeah, we took the shuttle. Right. Yeah, we sorry, it's our first time flying.
"It's all right. Have a drink. It'll help you feel better. It should calm your nerves.
Yeah.
I used some back to spray on your wounds. You should be feeling better soon." "Why are you here?"
We're looking for our friend Nil.
"Oh, she's the angry one." Sylphony mentioned her in her letters.
Yeah, yeah, that's her.
"Well, I don't have any reports of her being here. Are you sure this isn't one of Sylphony's fancies?"
Pretty sure. Yeah, Nil got her hand cut off.
"She did. Seems like a bad idea."
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, angry ran off. Nil's probably fine. But where's Tana and everyone else?
"Thana, the Moncal? I
Yeah,
have no reports on Thana. So you came
and
here
Cyril.
with
But where's
Sylphony?"
Cyril? Did you see Cyril?
"I'm sorry, I don't know that name. Sylphony's never mentioned a Cyril."
One of the other Padawans.
"Oh, well, I only know of you, Olali. So you're saying that you, Thana, and Sylphony came down here?"
Yeah, to find Nil.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if they did.
I was not aware. I thought perhaps she had lent you the shot.
No.
She sips the tea. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll find her. There's nothing to worry about.
There it is, but not. Yeah, it'll be
No?
fine.
What's wrong?
Uh, I've lost one of my lightsabers. Or I didn't lose it. I gave it away. But then it's it's Jedi stuff. I don't care.
Okay. Did you lose it? Was it stolen or did you give it away?
It, it's a long story. But I gave it away, but then also kind of lost it, I guess.
Do you want it back?
I mean, in I want my friend back.
Your friend has the lightsaber? Is this
Yeah,
the Cyril you mentioned? Okay. Well, if you want to provide a description, we can have a report filled out for the lightsaber they are.
yeah, I'll give her all the information I know.
Sweet. All right. So
Probably too much.
she will. She gets up very. Uh, her movements are very precise as she moves over, opens a drawer, pulls out a data pad, and jots down notes as you describe Cyril. And she's going to file a report for someone having stolen a lightsaber, which is pretty big. So yeah, that's where we'll leave that scene.
Nice.
Let's cut to Nil. Nil, you are standing outside of this dirty womp rat cantina. Um, do you what do you want to do? How do you want to find your friends? Do you head inside? Do you want to reach out with the force? What are you doing?
Um, I think I'm standing out there and still in this kind of half daze um, moods and kind of shake myself and slap myself with my human hand and get it together. You gotta find them. You gotta get them out of here. And I just walk in and look around.
Nice. Uh, when you walk in, the doors kind of stutter for a second before they slide open. And the first thing that you smell here is uh, the smell of cauterized, not wounds of people, but just the heavy, acrid smell of something that's burnt
Hmm.
rubber, electronics. You see that the lights are flickering slightly, and uh, there are people in here who are physically moving bodies, but they're still operating the cantina. Probably not that uh, unusual, but it
Pretty
looks like
rough
the work
place, in
is
other
not
words.
happening. Like this is not official. Like these are folks who are moving the bodies. The Coruscant security is not handling this for some reason.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then you have your lightsaber on you, right? Or do you keep
Yeah,
it
but
hidden?
not like prominently
Okay.
or anything. I'm
Okay.
keeping it. Yeah.
Cool. So there is I cannot is it Anzellans the four armed? Like
No,
from
the
Solo? No, it is not. Yeah.
B something. Let me check. And so the tiny
Yeah,
guys.
you're right.
Basilisk.
No,
Ardinian.
no. That's it. I knew it was an AR or something. Ardinian. Yeah, yeah, Ardinian.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry, they've
Well,
lots of
there are
forearm.
multiple four-armed people,
That's
so.
right. That's right. You're right though. Basilisk does have forearms. So it's just like the guy who ran Jester or whatever that ran the
Yeah, yeah.
cool cafe in prequels. No, I was talking about an Ardinian. but now I really want to put a basilisk in there. But I'd already established it was the Ardenian who was behind the bar. Um, to the Ardenian clocks you, you see that there is a female Zeltron. They're very rare. Um, who is organizing these people carrying away the bodies? Okay, just yeah, put it over there, and you see that it's mostly Rhodians.
I immediately like check the bodies, hoping I don't recognize anyone I know.
Oh, you don't recognize any of one, but you do recognize that the several of them were killed by probably lightsabers. You see missing limbs. Also, one of them looks like they they're being effectively peeled off of the bar. Like they were slammed into it with such force that there's this huge indentation in the bar. It broke their back.
Oh, um, I'm not. I mean, female Zeltron and Evnos is a Zeltron, so I should ask her, but that could also be the exact wrong thing to
I
do.
know.
Um,
You can do whatever you want, man.
oh yeah, great, thanks. I think I just like I'm back to being like just simmering, barely restrained. Uh, I think whoever is nearby, if it's someone carrying one of the bodies or someone else, I
Hmm.
think I just grab their arm with my new like robot hand and ask them who did this.
Nice. So you grab some guy by the arm, and this is strong. Like you can see him wince in pain. Like, Kirk, some Kirk and Jedi came in here. These guys rolled on him, but it was bad.
Where did they go?
And that's when the Zeltron woman says, "Who's asking?"
I'm gonna say Zori.
Nice. That is fantastic. So Zori Bliss, the person that we
Mhm.
saw earlier,
Yeah.
that is fantastic. I'm going to give you a +1 forward
Ooh,
uh, to provoke her to tell you that information.
cool. So let's see. Provoke is consular. I'm sure I am great at that. Oh, I have a 0. That's better than I thought. Uh, so I have effectively a +1 then. Unless I have something. Wait, let me check.
Oh, as a heads up, I reorganized some stuff around the labels and I tried to put the names of the basic moves as they correspond to labels to help
Oh, great,
folks.
great. Yeah, that's useful. Yeah, super good. Actually, does this count as provoking someone with obvious threats and shows of force?
I think if you add a little bit more to it, just like a little
Yeah, I
hint
think
more, yeah.
I'm looking at her and I kind of squeeze the guy's arm a bit extra.
Nice.
Uh,
He's trying to sound tough, but there's a little like a shrill sound that comes out of him.
yeah,
Sweet.
because then I roll with Renegade instead of Consular.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Smart use of it. So you are very good.
And I
Wow.
get a
Still only a nine with a
9.
+3. Still only a nine. Goodness gracious. Okay. For NPCs on a 10, they rise to the bait. Do what you want. 7 to 9, they can rise to the bait. Mark a conditioner instead. Choose one. She says, so sorry, Bliss. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. How is she going to react to that? Hey, listen, I want to deal with the Moon Minox. They went out the back. I don't know where they went after that.
I I don't say anything. I just release the guy and walk out the back. It's just I'm on task. I'm not, and I don't feel safe being here. I'm playing it tough, but I'm still a kid. It's not just like I yeah.
Love it. You're such a rancor. Great. We cut to Thana. You head into the undertow. A rusted pressure hatch slides aside with a wet hydraulic hiss, and suddenly the noise of the undercity changes. It doesn't become quieter, it becomes deeper. There's a bass heavy music thrumming through the walls like the heartbeat of something enormous sleeping beneath the floor. Cool blue light spills across black metal corridors slick with condensation. The air smells sharply of salt, ozone, and a hint of machine coolant. Then the iris door at the end of the corridor opens, and the undertow unfolds around you in descending tiers. A club built in a wide circular pit like an amphitheater, wrapped around water. Immense transparent walls curve upward into the darkness, holding back millions of liters of illuminated ocean water filled with drifting creatures. Many of them you recognize from home. Some of them pulse with bioluminescence, some move with the slow confidence of predators that have never needed to fear anything smaller than a starship. Patrons in this place lean against the glass with drinks in hand, watching the creatures swim past. Music echoes through the chamber alongside bursts of laughter, clinking glasses, whispered deals, and the low, static murmur of conversations happening in a multitude of different languages at once. And everywhere you walk, Thana, eyes turn. Some curious, some calculating, some lingering a little too long on your pale skin, the unusual coloring. Maybe it's the Jedi braid. A server who's carrying glowing drinks, she pauses just slightly as you pass. Not enough to be rude, just enough to notice you. You feel very noticed here, Fauna. What do you do?
Um, Number one, you focused on the braid, and we've seen previously that other Padawans who have a braid, notably Ahsoka Tano, had like a little bead thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is some shells that
Oh,
come
that's
down, sort
awesome.
of like
I
beads.
love that.
And um, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Safani's sister is. Is that correct?
This is where you saw the hollow for
Ah,
a star and thought maybe you can come here to help Sylphanie.
okay,
Sylphanie's sister took off on a speeder going, you not sure where.
okay. Um,
Maybe Sylphanie said, "Hey, we can go in there and call my sister." Does
okay.
that seem fair enough?
Mhm. So I think that we'll come in and I'll look for a back corner where we can stop and catch our breath. Um, so I'm looking for someplace more isolated, um, especially where there's not as many prying eyes.
It sounds like maybe you're trying to assess the situation here.
That's right.
Go ahead
Um,
and roll with consular.
Thank you. So that's again a flat roll. That's a 5.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is so good. I love it. Um, Great. Thank you very much for that. Give me just a second. So you look across. I'm going to let you ask one question, but be prepared for the worst.
Okay. Um, So my intention here is to look for an area where there is where we could, an isolated area where we could recuperate a little bit. However, um, I think with all the prying eyes, I think that becomes um, what here is the biggest threat.
That's fair. Sweet. So you scan across, hoping that you could stay away from the biggest threat. That's when your eyes land on a male Gamorrean. Um, it's very muscular. He's openly carrying a vibro axe, and he is the biggest threat in this area because he clocks you and he's walking right up to you.
And I think I'm helping Sylphie, who is limping a little bit, back towards a booth, and we're kind of headed not directly away from the Gamorrean, but off to the side as we see him curve towards us. And my intention is to get to a booth to set her down and then
Hey,
see what the Gamorrean has to say.
hey, Grogtart, talking to you.
Okay.
Comes up, and Symphony slides into a seat at the booth, and this Gamorrean, pushes your chest. You
Um,
sick? You sick? You look broken sick.
um, you should back off. You don't know what you're dealing with. I'm just here, to
Uh,
take a break like everyone else.
leans down into your face. You threat Grugtark?
No threat, just facts.
Then Grugtark headbutts you.
Bam. Okay.
Roll to take a powerful blow.
Yeah.
You have but one
Um,
condition. Oh, you have no
yeah.
conditions.
I should have one,
Oh, sorry. I was
right?
looking
I'm
at the
angry.
labels, not the conditions. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you had one, and then,
Okay.
and then I looked in the wrong area. So
That's a
yeah.
9.
Oh, on a 7 to 9 with a powerful blow, you can choose one. Lash out at someone, provoke a fellow student to foolhardy action, give ground, your opposition gains a huge opening, or you struggle past the pain and mark two conditions.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to lash out at someone and provoke a fellow student into foolhardy action and tell Symphony, um, we'll we'll take him at the same time. And I think at this point, I'm not going to ignite my lightsaber, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move very quickly, faster than possible, around behind him, and um, then I'm going to strike out at him.
Yeah,
Is
that's how you
that
directly engage a threat. Roll with Renegade.
yeah? Um, yeah. So my renegade is a 0. I love rolling flat.
You do it
So let's
so
see what
often.
that looks like. Yes. So that's a 12.
Boxcars, baby.
Okay.
Okay, on a hit you trade blows. On a 10 plus, you get to pick two options.
Give me a second to find it.
Oh, I'm
Um,
I'm highlighting the move. If you want to click on my icon, it'll pop you right to it.
okay.
You resist or avoid their blows. You take something from them. You create an opportunity. You impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Oh, there we go. So I think I'm going to resist or avoid their blows, and um, I think I'm going to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Um, they've they've taken on more than they can chew.
Ice. I imagine you are a couple, like a meter shorter than this
Yeah,
Gamorrean, and you
but
just
I've
not
described in the
lightsaber.
past,
Yeah,
sometimes the way that I fight, it's almost like flowing water. So in this case, it's almost as if there was a whirlpool around him to the other side
nice. You
and avoiding
move.
his vibro axe that slices through the air.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so we're clear. You provoked Sylphony to foolhardy
Oh yeah.
action, right?
Hmm.
So you don't draw out your lightsaber, move like water. His first blow hammer fists into the table that you were standing in front of, smashes it. You go around, hit him, avoid his blows. He reaches for his vibro axe, and that's when Sylphony darts in with her. If and I don't know if I described Sylphony's lightsaber to you before, but it has a hilt similar to Count Dooku's, that kind of curved hilt. And she slices the top of the vibro axe, as and now he goes from, okay, this guy's a this Donna, Donna is a
Hmm.
threat, to, oh, lightsabers. And he staggers back. His big massive back hits against the glass of the aquarium. Doesn't crack it, of course, but there's a particular large um, thing that takes note of it in the water and kind of swims past. And that's my little, maybe that will circle back around again. Who knows? We don't have aquariums unless aquariums break in most media. So just saying that that's on my shelf. But um, he's he's afraid, like you see it in his piggish Gamorrean eyes. But of course, unfortunately, he is a Gamorrean, so he must throw himself at you to prove he is not afraid. And he roars and steps forward as if he's, oh, I'm going to come harder at you. When you hear a female voice say, Grugtark, step back. And he pauses and then glances over, and you see standing on top of one of the tables is a Chadra fan. Those are the bat folks. She's like 2 feet tall. Grugtark, they're friends of mine. You have no idea who this Chadra fan is.
Hmm.
And
But she seems to be in charge. So I'm gonna
because Grugtark steps, oh, sorry.
and
And
I'm gonna motion to Sophie, you know, have her turn off her blade, and the two of us will head over to the chatter fan and say, "Can we talk someplace private?"
of course, that's exactly what I was going to suggest. She hops off of the table. This way, and she will direct you to one of the small little, like Kamaria's little hidden rooms that are where it's like a private viewing of particular areas. Let us cut to a lolly. So you've given the deets on Cyril, and Vera has used that to create a document. She grabs some various pictures of Shistava, and you adjust how things look. Now she effectively has a picture. She submits that as a report for an APB on someone, and you realize she's using Corsac, like she's in the Corsac system setting this up. Um, when she gets you returned to the surface,
Yeah, I need to get Thana and Sylvie and Nell, hopefully.
I think it might be wise if we don't open an APB for your friends.
Okay, okay. What's that?
All points bulletin. I'm sorry. The At least from the way Sylphie describes it, she hasn't come down to 1313 for fear of her Jedi masters being disappointed in her because this place is so dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't really want Syl well, I'd love for her to continue to come visit me, but I don't want to get her in trouble, and I would assume that would extend to you, unless you think differently about me.
like, we're never really not in trouble, so
Interesting.
I don't I don't know that that's really a concern.
Symphony gets in trouble? That's interesting.
I think everyone's kind of always in trouble. I don't feel like I mean there's some I don't know. Does it ever feel sometimes like everything is just kind of arranged so that just like you can't do anything right? Like it's all just like stacked against you?
Take a sip of the tea. It will help you. Yes, sometimes the world seems entirely unfair, but heroes rise to the occasion. Lolly, you look like a hero to me.
Oh, I look like a hero.
Am I wrong? A
I got
pretty good
thrown off
read
a
on
building.
people.
Trying to help my friends out.
See, that's what heroes do. They help their friends.
You know, if their friends turn out to be bad guys sometimes.
Well, then they help their friends learn the right path.
I mean, I don't know about heroes, but that's what Jedi do.
She's telling you how the world works right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and she is seeking to raise your ordinary, but at the cost of lowering your consular. Do you accept
Yeah,
her influence and rearrange your labels?
yeah, I think that's all right.
Cool.
No negatives.
Yeah. Look at you, all positive all the time. And
Eating healed.
she's also trying to offer you comfort or support here if you're willing to open up to her,
Ooh, yeah,
which you
definitely.
kind of had, but if there's any more you want to give us.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's fair.
Cool. All right. Then let us let's pick up with Nil. Hmm. So Nil, you were given directions. You browbeat your way to find where Fauna and Sylphony had gone, and also Evnos had gone. And you head out to a back alley and find your way out to the point where a lolly had fallen. You see the little markers they have for the outline of the body, and across the way is a place called the Undertow, which has some fading starlet of the HoloNet soaps advertised as the entertainer of note. And there's something about the Undertow uh, that calls to you. However, you've heard a rumor about the Undertow. Why is it dangerous to go into to deal with the Undertow? Is it under the protection of a particular faction in the underworld, or is it um, kind of a oh shoot, a honey pit, honey trap, something to draw in people,
Honeypot.
honeypot, like a honeypot to draw in people unwaringly for some other reason? What is it about this place that you have heard makes it
Um, I
dangerous?
think it's kind of neutral ground between the various gangs, which means they go there to uh, make deals. So there if you're there at the wrong time, there are some very serious people who do not want to be disturbed, and they do not mind being violent to show that they don't want you around. So if you bump into the wrong person at the wrong time, it can be like really tense when they meet up there. So if you act suspicious, you can end up in the alley with a blaster shot to the back of your head.
Nice. There's something about that place that's calling to you.
Yeah. Um, ah, guess guess the undertows got me, and I cross the street and um, yeah, I walk in.
Awesome. Um, good. So I want to check in, Stephen. I know you wanted to take a break in a few minutes. Do you mind if we pick up with this last scene before we do our mid
Yeah,
game?
let's do this. Yeah.
Awesome. So you head into this private room. There is a female Chandra fan who has led you, and she's all smiles, seems to be in control of things. She's wearing a nice dress. There aren't many pictures of Chandra fans, so I'll work on that later. Um, but she looks like a humanoid bat person, and she is about 2 feet tall, or less than a meter tall. And she turns. It has been so long since I've had members of the Jedi here. So happy to entertain you.
We're not actually here to represent the Jedi. We're just here to find a friend. And
Oh, I have many friends for you. What are you interested in?
First, let me set down my friend Sophie here. She's feeling under the weather, and then we can discuss. So I think I take Sophie, put her off to the side.
Yeah,
Um,
Sophie will kind of slide down into one of the little chairs, and she says, I'm so rude. My name is Fandy Shortpaw. It looks like your friend is hurt, darling.
oh no, no, she's just tired. It's fine,
No, I've been shot.
of course. Um,
Says Sophie.
and I ignore that, and I say, so you said that you have friends for us. So we don't want to cause any problems here. We're just here to find our friend. Our friend is Nil. She's from here. She's missing an arm. She was taken whenever she was younger.
I
Um,
know Nil.
oh, you know Nil?
I do.
Fantastic.
I know lots of people. I'll help you find Nil. When's the last time you saw her? Just a moment. And she has a little comm unit. Can you bring me some Bacta spray, please? She just says it, doesn't introduce herself, and then, yes, ma'am.
And I say, well, my friend Nil, um, we saw her. She got very upset and she left um, where we were staying
Mm-hmm.
and she went home. She came back here. So that's why we're down here looking for her. But we're not used to this place. We're strangers here. And I think we've made certain people angry.
You haven't made me angry. I saw the way you moved. That was incredible, exquisite. Were you trained in dance?
Um, of a certain type, but not in entertainment.
Well, I was duly impressed, I have to say. It,
Um,
if things don't work out for you, have you ever considered a career in entertainment? You're so interesting.
things will work out for me. So, you said you knew Nil.
Mm-hmm. I do. I know
Uh,
lots of people here.
do you know where Nil is now?
The door opens up and someone comes in and hands a back to spray to the Chadra fan. Thank you. Door closes again. And she comes over to Sylphony. Hasn't ignored her question. Um, I don't know where she is right this moment, but I promise you I can find her. Why don't you have something to drink? Relax. You're safe here. I promise. This is a safe house.
Oh, thank goodness.
And she starts
I was so,
spraying the little
yeah.
wound, and Sylvia's like, "Oh, it hurts so bad." She kind of lifts up her shirt a little bit, and Chadrafan gives her like this soothing noise. "Oh, darling, you were so brave," and sprays it. You see the back to starts to go to work.
Thank goodness we found, a safe place here. It's kind of scary out there. People just jump you for no reason.
I understand, and I'm so sorry that you haven't had the best experience here, but you've entered the undertow. We've pulled you in, she says with a smile. And then we cut out to Nil as you enter the undertow. And uh, I think that's where we'll break for our mid game bio break. So let's do that. All right. So let's pick up with Nil. You've just entered the undertow. I'm so sorry, Andish. So you take a bite. I'm just like a server, just swooping in to ask if you want a refill on your drink the moment that you take a big bite of the delicious, juicy entree. So that's me doing that. I am sorry. But you have just entered the undertow. You clock Grugtark the Gamorrean. And um, yeah, let me ask a question of Stephen. I'm trying to let you drink and this this Mon Calamari soap star.
Mhm.
Um, I'd mentioned that she was able to cry on command, kind of thing, but was it due to heartbreak and tragedy, or was she crying because of happy tears? What was the general main plot line? Because it's soaps, right? So you have the person who does the X and the Y. What was her general vibe as the character she primarily played?
So at first, people were amazed with her ability to cry, and you know, it didn't really come about until her first husband in real life passed, and they were like, "Oh, she's mourning him." And then her second husband passed, and then her third husband passed, and she got started to get placed in the soaps as the uh manipulative bitch person. I don't know what the Star Wars equivalent of that, poodoo. Um, so and I can picture faces on our soaps, but that's kind of how she was placed was, oh, she's now in public. There's a lot of questions about the deaths of her husbands, and maybe she's super manipulative and she's crying in a manipulative way.
That's amazing. That's good. Nice way to give that a little. Let's give her a name. How do we feel about uh, Mhirim, Miriam? But maybe we can call it Miriam. Miriam Creel. Does that sound okay for a name?
Mhm.
All right. Excellent. So Miriam Creel is out doing a she's doing the rounds, right? She has a little attendant, a younger Moncall who is following her around. She's chatting with some of the people. It's a thing she does between her performances. And yeah, Nil, the Grugtark, you know him. Does he know you or not? Like, would he clock you? Would he know you as who you are? Or
I mean, I've been away from here for like 10 years or something, I figure. I was just a little kid when I was here, so I don't see why he would recognize me.
okay, yeah, he was. You knew when he was sent to the cube. He obviously is out now. But you got a particular feeling. You followed it.
Hmm.
However, you have yet to see your compatriots. What do you do?
Yeah, I think, well, let's see. I want to check my stats a little bit. Oh, My savant is +2. I'm gonna unleash the force, extend my senses.
Oh, yes, delicious. Please do that.
Yeah, so that is with a +2 from savant. And snake eyes. So that's a 4, which is potential for me, I guess.
Goodness gracious, it is potential for you. Oh, oh, how wonderful. I mean, what a bummer. Sweet. So you were unleashing the force and you just fail. That's so good. What? Mm. So you reach out with you search with your feelings
Mhm.
for your friend, and you sense Thana, you sense Sylphony CC. They're
Which is
close.
weird. I haven't seen her since we did the flashback thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Since she chopped off your hand, actually, you haven't seen Sylphony since she chopped off your hand.
Oh yeah. That was her. Yeah. Sorry, I got confused.
You're
Yeah.
about to see Cyril. You picking up what I'm putting down. But when you reach out further, but also nearby, you sense Cyril. Um, there is a different feeling, like you can feel her anger just emanating, but you sense you're reaching out to the force. You sense her. But yeah, you sense Thana, Sylphony, you know where they are. They're here, but also there is that back of your mind. She's near, someone you haven't felt in period ellipsis, dot, dot, dot. Um, what do you do?
Oof. But I was never that close with her, so I'm going to go towards Thana. Um, I don't know. I don't think I have. Let's see. Thana is not my love or my rival right now.
It's true.
Um, yeah, I don't think I have reason to change that right now, but I start moving like as a straight line as I can towards where I sense Thana.
Lovely. Um, we cut inside Thana where you were chatting with the Chadrafan Fandy, and she says, "Darling, I have something to tell you. Such exciting news. I found your friend." The door
Oh,
opens up, and Nil is standing right there.
that was quick, and thank you.
You're
You're
welcome.
you're
I'm just so happy to
fantastic.
help you. Oh, you're fantastic, darling. You're fantastic. Darling, how's your leg? And Sylphanie says, or how's your side? Oh, it's much better. Neil, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We don't have time for this. You have to go.
Are you still mad?
Doesn't matter if I'm mad or not. People want you out of here. You're causing trouble.
I wasn't trying to.
I think I completely lose my patience with her. It's I don't know if there's a move
Neil, have you
here.
met our new friend Fandy?
Is that someone I know of? Like I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been here for 10 years and I knew of some people, but not
Mm-hmm,
everyone. I
mm-hmm.
don't know if this is someone
I
I
don't
can
think
talk.
this is someone you've met, but you know of her. You know of the Undertow, and it's a place where the factions come to meet. It is a neutral ground, and she has been in control of it all this time.
Mhm. So I'm very wary of making an enemy of her. but I'm also really impatient to get Thana and Sylvia out of here. So I think I'm just gonna grab her.
Her symphony?
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Okay.
think as that's happening, I'm going to turn to Fandy, and kind of bow and say, I appreciate, now that we found our friend, I appreciate all of your help. Um, you've been very nice to us beyond belief, and we'll take our leave now. And I'll turn to leave with Nell.
And when you do, she reaches up and she takes your hand gently. She takes your hand and she presses a little, um, her little calm. If ever you need some more of my help, darling, you may call upon me.
Thank you. I'll keep you in mind, and as you said, there are opportunities here, so that's nice to know. Thank you.
So,
And I think as we go to leave, I turn to Noah. I'm like, I just got a job offer.
You have a job. You're a Padawan.
Right.
Come on,
But
let's go.
she's so nice. We should have stayed for a drink.
Shut up. We're leaving.
She's so mad at me.
I'm
Uh,
kind of dragging her along.
and of course, now that she's been healed up, she is animated and you're dragging her along. She says, oh, your new hand looks so great.
I just squeeze a little harder and just keep dragging her. Not intentionally hurting her, but it's just I am so out of patience.
Alali, you are in this night sky sleek speeder, which it pulls up right outside of the undertow, right as Nil, Thana, and Sylphony step outside with Nil dragging Sylphony.
That's them. That's my friends.
There's Syl. Good. Good. And the back door, kind of gullwing door opens up, and uh, Vera says, Sylph, get in here.
Guys, get in. We got a ride.
That's my sister.
Lolly, it's great. How do you? Well, okay, you got out of prison.
I fell off a building.
We
Um,
saw you.
yeah, I saw, we have to talk about stuff.
We made a new friend.
I
Unless you're
found,
on mute.
I
Hmm.
found an old friend.
I think I'm kind of stuffing Sylphony in there, and my intention is for them to just leave, and because I'm trapped here now. That's my feel for myself.
Hmm.
Okay, so you're shoving Sylphony, and she says, Nil, come on, you have to. We all came to get you.
Nil, we gotta go. Come on.
Yeah, and I'm kind of pushing at your back.
Yeah. Does someone want to make a roll or something
Oh
here?
yeah,
Yeah,
Uh,
someone
uh,
should try to provoke you to come with.
I'll
provoke
do
is
that. So it would be a provoke.
yeah, counselor. I can do provoke. I got one counselor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and we can spend team from the
Mhm.
pool afterward in
Yes.
case you need help. Perfect.
Do-do-do. That's a five.
We don't have that much help.
Do
Nope.
not have
All
that
right.
much help.
There's some
But we
tension.
have two team.
You have two team.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
So if Donna helped and if Neil helped, but it's really
Oh,
up to you
yeah, yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It has to be two different people.
Yeah, right. Um,
Neil, come
I'm
on.
willing
We
to
gotta
empty the team
go.
pool if you want to, Andesh.
sorry.
I'm willing to empty the team pool if you want to, Andesh.
Um, yeah, I think like Neil feels like she's trapped here, but she doesn't want to be. So I think she's like letting herself be convinced, like, oh, I just guide them some way on the so they can get to the
Hmm.
I don't remember what we call it, the the shaft or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Oh, okay. I'll get you to where you can get out of here. I'll get you to the docks.
Yay! Sylphony says.
Back to where our ship is with the porter who was holding on to it, right?
That's right. Now we
Yeah.
can all go home.
Sweet. So Sylphony and Vera chat back and forth for the entirety of the drive. Sylphony talks about how
Oh, wait.
oh,
Uh, we get the like 7 to 9 on provoke someone, right?
oh, right. Yeah. So how do you react to the 7 to 9? Sorry.
Yes.
Um, let's see. They raise the bait in which market condition. Choice of 7 to 9. They can raise the bait market condition or instead choose one. No, that's NPCs. Oh, for PCs. On the 7 to 9, choose one. If they do it, they mark potential. If they don't do it, they mark a condition. Yeah, that's Mark is the one making the move here. So
Hmm.
Oh, carrot or stick.
Let's do carrot.
yeah. And I already said I was
Yeah.
coming along. So I guess I mark potential.
Yay.
Sweet.
And the team pool is 0.
That's right. You burned through it. Hot knife through butter. So good.
Yum.
So
I think it's also because Alali is my love
Oh
and
yeah.
they want me to go. So yeah, I guess I'm going.
it's cute.
Oh, and I do have influence over you. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that would have given a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Then I don't need to spend the team pool.
Here, comment
Yeah,
like it or not.
that's true. So yeah, we'll get right back there and you can put one back in.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that.
cool.
Uh, so yeah, Sylphony and Vera are chatting back and forth. Sylphony confesses that she chopped off your hand and unfortunately had to get an inferior replacement. And Vera says, "Oh, I think it looks fine," but it's obvious that she doesn't think it's a very nice looking robot hand.
I'm
Um,
like, oh, Lolly, how did you get out of prison? The cops, they were carting you off.
Oh yeah, I just woke up in her apartment. She she pulled some strings or something.
If they
Still,
had
I'm
sent
glad
her
we brought
to
you along. Yeah.
they had sent her to the cube, she wouldn't be coming back.
Cute. What the what?
The prison.
Why would I? I
Um,
didn't do anything wrong.
You think that matters down here?
No.
what matters to some people? We met this nice lady named Fandy, and Fandy like basically offered me a job, and she you know how we got in trouble, and she kind of pulled me off to the side, and she's really nice.
Oh,
Sandy
she's gonna
is
help me
a
get my lightsaber back, I think.
Sandy is a stone cold murderer. She's
What?
she runs a place where the big criminals come to meet and she keeps them from killing each other. That's her job.
She sounds nice.
Sylphony
She's
says, "Is that
a
true,
dis-
sis?" It's true. Nil's not wrong.
Well, why would she help us?
People are really helpful down here. Sophie's sister's gonna help me get my lightsaber back, so
Did you lose your lightsaber when you fell off the building?
no,
Did the cops take it?
I gave it to Cyril.
You, you what? I mean, Cyril, that was a long time ago.
No, it was just now. Cyril's the one that threw me off the building.
Cyril's down here? You
She
saw her?
I gave her my lightsaber and she turned it red and threw me off a building.
And then you guys are coming close to you see the light of the shaft and the other shuttles coming down, and Vera pulls the night sky up to where, sure enough, the guy that you paid a bunch of credits half now, half later to watch over, he's standing right there waiting for it. And somebody says, "Sis, I need some more credits. I lost mine credits, my bag of credits at the what was that cantina called? Dirty something rat. And Vera says, she reached into the little glove compartment, pulls out from several bags of credits, pulls a bag of credits and hands it back to Symphony.
The
And
dirty
I turn
rope
to it.
rat, where you killed a bunch of people.
You kill people? What?
Oh, we didn't mean to. So Alali, um, uh, Alali, we can't leave until we get Cyril back, right? Maybe that's why Nil came down here is because the Force sent Nil down here to find Cyril.
I don't. I want Cyril to come back, but I think we should. I think we should ask a master about that.
We should
You're right. We can come back in force because this place is dangerous.
we shouldn't leave her down here any longer than she needs to be here. It's dangerous here.
The three of you are in the speeder. Veyron and Sylphony's gone to pay the. I think it was another Gamorrean, right? I
Yeah.
think, yeah, the Gamorrean with his big vibro axe, and then Veyron comes out, and the two of them are chatting animatedly, and then there's a hug, and then Veyron says something to the Gamorrean, and he walks off, and yeah, so you guys still have that moment anyway, interrupted as much as just making sure that all the pieces are moving. Um, and Nil, your comm unit goes off. Um, it is Zori Bliss
Mhm.
reaching out.
I'm at the docks. They're leaving now.
Good, good. I'll talk to you again soon.
Sure.
Okay, I've started prepping the ship. Stephanie says,
We have to decide now. Do we go get her or do we go back? Or ooh, do I say we? Yeah, you've convinced me to come along, so yeah, I think I do.
So Alali, you know, didn't you try to get her to come back with you?
Did, and she said that she found something better. She has a new master now, or
There's Jedi down here that saved her.
I don't think it's a Jedi.
Jedis aren't the only ones who know the Force.
Then we definitely need to bring other people back.
Yeah,
Yeah, if she has a master down here, then that's too. That person is going to be really dangerous, like a master, but bad.
bad. Yeah.
I think we have to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sora will know what to do.
I'm sorry. Please remind me who told us to leave Cyril behind? One of the
Sir,
masters.
oh yeah.
One of the
oh yeah,
masters said they're not coming back.
I forget which
I
one.
don't. I forget. I don't remember either.
Ooh,
I can tell you in a minute.
But
I need to look it up.
it's not important. I'm just like I'm not sure I trust the masters, but to come get Cyril because they left her behind in the first place. But they need to know about the other not Jedi that's down here.
was it Sin? Oh, I don't remember for sure. Um, yeah, yeah. We can't help her if she's here and she wants to stay with this non-Jedi master, then we can't stop her. Not on our own. We have to go back and get someone.
And if she hurts someone with my lightsaber, I'm gonna feel real bad about it.
Was it ever really yours?
I mean, no, I was just holding it for her, but he'll kind of
My
response.
lightsaber. I'm just holding it for a friend.
Yeah, this is mine.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go help Sophie with the ship.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
go.
Okay. So we do a star wipe
Yeah, I
and
think I
oh,
think just as I'm walking, I think like we're just taking off, and I drop the comm unit down the shaft, the one that Zori gave me.
Nice.
I'd
Sorry,
also
but
like to
I don't
send.
want her tracking me. That's just. I think I kind of look at it, and it's this whole thing like, oh, this is what is my life now? But now I'm definitely choosing to yeah.
that's awesome. I really
And I
like that.
think that once I get back on the ship, I see that Evnos is already there. And I don't know what he did, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe when you guys get on the ship, he's asleep and wakes up. Yes. So, Star Wipe and the five of you are now disembarking in the warehouse. There's a warehouse near the temple. Neil realizes this is evidently where the shuttle has been stored. And Sylphanie says, "Don't worry about putting the tarp back over it. I'll have someone take care of that."
Okay.
And then you guys now, it's night. It is well past curfew. Okay, how do we sneak back in?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Evnos told us that they had let the masters know we had left.
Evna says, "Yes, I've
Yeah.
my master is aware of our exit."
And this was say 10? I
I
think that was Evnos' master.
think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Stacey
So
10.
yeah, I think I'll do that. I think we should just tell say 10 we're all back and we need to talk to him.
At the Ikotoshi, he comes out as you guys are arriving, and he ushers you in a little used entrance, and says, "We will speak more in the morning."
We do have important news.
Yes.
We all made it back okay, but Lolly,
I ran into Cyril.
The youngling survived.
Yeah. I gave her the lightsaber I was aiming for, and she turned it red and threw me off a building and said that she has a new master now, but I don't think I think she should come back with us.
but she said she wouldn't, right? She
No,
wouldn't come
but
back.
she was mad or something. I don't know.
We didn't mean to leave her behind before, but we should go back down and find her. And they tell me that this Jedi Master or non-Jedi, not Jedi Master, is dangerous.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just standing behind these two and just an incredulous look on my face, and as I'm turning more and more angry. Uh, and at this point, I just burst in. What do you mean she survived? You left her to die?
It seems that a great deal has happened on your travel to 1313. I think it is best if we all seek guidance from the Force on what to do next. I will speak with your masters about what you have discovered. Thank you for bringing this to me.
But we're gonna help her, right? We're gonna bring her back.
Rest now and seek guidance through the Force. Your master will speak with you on the morrow.
About how we're bringing her back, right? Not if.
Come on, Lolly, let's go back to our room.
Stacey 10 doesn't say I have spoken, but he kind of doesn't answer that question or your demands. And
Yeah.
ushers you Padawan kids on to your various rooms at the temple, which, if I remember correctly, Alali and Thana share room. And I think when you guys came up, the sun was about to rise.
Mm.
And you have really, you've reached that point where why go to sleep? I'm going to be waking up in moments. And you guys guide into the next morning. We do need to find an off ramp for Alali for Mark being absent next session. Are there any scenes that folks would like in our remaining time?
Hmm.
I don't have anything I directly want, but if we do want a scene, I would suggest the debrief with our masters, either individually or together, maybe like at a council kind of thing. And that might provide they could off-road Olali by giving her an assignment or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think scenes with masters could be interesting. Fauna, let us pick up with you. Your master's Isla Sakura.
That's right.
So, we'll say that this takes place the next day, at a break in your studies. Isla, sorry to say Alali. That's not what I meant to say. Isla comes into the room where you're studying and asks if you could come attend her. And I think she guides you to the garden portion of the room of 1,000 fountains. And I don't want to make you, the player, tell us what we just played through, but
All right.
when you relay the events that transpired, what is the thing that most troubles you or that you seek her guidance about?
I think for me, it's the fight in the bar and Stealth getting hurt. Um, that there was a lot of danger there, and we weren't able to protect her.
I appreciate, Thana, that your desire and your guilt is over not being able to protect another Padawan. That is a good instinct. You both, as well as Evnos, all entered that dangerous situation together. And it sounds as if things did not go as you had hoped. But the end result was that she was saved due to your actions. And I think that is more important than holding on to those small missteps along the way. The path is winding, filled with challenges. I would not dwell on what you would have done differently, but delight in the fact that you care so much about your friends, not as attachments. That is dangerous to a Jedi, but due to your abiding friendship.
I think if a master had been there, someone who was more experienced, they would have been able to not just protect everyone, but also make sure that damage was minimized without alerting everyone to our presence. Um, it's it, uh, what I dream about being, aspire to. Um, I have a question. I, Stephen was just looking up this past week about Jedi trials. Um,
Mhm.
there are five of them, and whenever Padawans go on adventures and they exhibit some of them, that's considered a trial. Is this trip to 1313, would it be considered a trial?
I think that is definitely a Jedi trial.
Okay.
Um, it feels as if you are sharing a moment, is checking in about a team move. Do you feel like you've shared an intimate moment about things that you care about? Not intimate as in, you know, intimacy, but intimate as in uh, quiet, reflective, you're being open. Because if so, then as the scarred, when you share a moment of intimacy with someone, if they treat you like a person, you clear a condition, you mark potential as they treated you like a teammate. Um, I think that
Yeah,
everybody's.
thank you for pointing that out. I lost track of that. And yeah, I think that, this whole process brought all of us together, closer together. Nil, at least for me, I see that Nil came home with us, ran away and came home with us.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Cool. You may clear that condition then. Uh,
Okay.
let's go to a lolly, our uh fiery, upset hotshot as you meet with Sora Bulk. I think you were summoned, and when you come in, Sora meets with you in one of the conference meditation rooms. Yeah, I like a meditation room. Yeah, with those cool little lily pad areas. And Sora Bulk is not seated. He's the only one there. He's looking out one of the windows to the outside. Quite an adventure, he would say after you relay the things, because I don't want a player to have to
Yeah.
relate the thing we just played through.
Yeah, I was thinking we could just we can take the shuttle back down and then just like feel for her with the force and then find her and then like all of us could just go and make sure she can't get away this time because last time it was just me. And so if we just I don't like we don't need to surround her or like capture her or anything, but I think if we don't let her run away, we could talk her into coming back and then just make sure she's got a lot of training to catch up on and I think it'll be okay. Um I haven't talked to Thania yet, but maybe she can stay in our room if there's not enough space. So yeah, when are we gonna go?
Lolly, have you sought guidance from the Force before this conversation?
What like the force is everywhere, so technically yes.
Hmm. Cyril is lost to us, Lolly.
No, I found her.
You found her physical body, but her heart is lost to us. She has chosen a different path.
If I can find her body, I can find her heart too, right? If something's lost, that means you can find it. It's not gone forever.
Everyone can choose to take a path to redemption.
Yeah, so she can choose to come back.
You cannot make her choose, can you?
No, but I can make sure she knows that she can. Maybe she just doesn't know that there's a path back. Maybe whoever she's learning stuff from is bad and not like telling her that it's okay to come back.
It is likely that whoever her new master is not providing her a way back.
Do you guys not know who it is? Like you don't keep track of Jedi that run around downstairs?
Alali, there are no Jedi who are guiding Cyril.
Who's she learning from then?
I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, well, can you write it down?
I cannot.
You draw a picture, point at something.
He moves forward. He puts a hand on your shoulder. I know that you care for Cyril deeply. But Cyril has become an attachment to you, and I need you to find a way to remove that attachment from you.
What would you do if I got lost? Would you just let me go?
Like a shepherd, I would always seek out a lost member of my flock.
Yeah, well, she's my sheep, so it's not an attachment, it's a responsibility.
And then his calm demeanor, it darkens a little as he steps closer and he says, "Listen to me, Emily. You have given her a weapon with which she may try to kill you if you meet her again. It may be in combat."
So I should train more.
"Yes, and I am happy to train you. And if you wish to go after Cyril, I want you to be prepared."
Okay, I'm gonna need an F first.
I missed what you just said. I'm going to need a something.
Nap.
Nap. Okay, a nap. Sorry.
We've been up all night.
I heard the letter F and I'm like, I don't even understand what you mean by getting failed in a grade. So thank you for clarifying. So you're going to need a nap first. I think that's a great line to end on, is just the like reaction of him, you needing a nap. Nil. Oh goodness. Oh, nil. Nil, nil, nil. Nil, nil, nil. You go to see Wolfif. Wolfifmon.
Hmm.
I think Volvith, because Volvith is a Jedi of action, would seek to speak with you in the training dojo. The two of you working through the ostensibly, he says, we need to make sure that this new hand of yours is fully functional, right? So the
Hmm.
two of you are training, you're working through forms, and his fighting style is similar to yours. Like he's shown you how he fights. What is it about Volvis' fighting style that makes him such a dangerous opponent? Is he is he overly brutal? Does he rely on instincts?
I
Is he just
think,
so quick?
yeah, I think he's unpredictable. Um, he switches quickly between offense and defense.
Nice. Yeah, he shifts between three different forms, and
Hmm.
yeah, so he's currently fighting in the style that Form 2, if I remember correctly, is Obi-Wan's primary form, and working you through. And we have the bit where you're relaying the events of the game that you just played through.
Hmm.
And he says, how do you feel about returning? You seemed concerned about it when you relayed to me your decision. What brought you back here?
I came back because the others asked me to.
And where do you want to be? Where do you belong? No.
I don't know. I thought I belonged here, that I was starting to learn how to belong here, but Master Team, Sacy, what he said, it sounded like when we got our crystals that Cyril was left behind to die. He was surprised that he was alive.
We have chosen not to speak of Cyril. She has fallen to the dark side. No.
But she but she wasn't on the dark side then, right?
A Jedi Master saw in her future that she would fall when the decision was made not to further her along the path. It would make her more dangerous, but it seems that that future came true regardless.
Oof. Um, oh, I think I kind of lash out, but not at him. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm just hmm. So I kind of like stop the training and now I'm just like walking around waving my arms and like uh so we don't try to save people if we think they're going to go bad sometime in the future. We don't. What's then? What's the point? What's the point if we don't try to change things when if you have all this power and you can see the future and you can move things with your mind and you just give up and leave. She was just a kid. She didn't know, and that's kind of like ranting and not
Mm-hmm.
listening to whatever he's saying and
And he's quiet. He doesn't.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not defensive. He doesn't talk
Hmm.
over you. He lets you vent. And being a Shistavan is difficult to read his emotions. He doesn't
Yeah,
really register things except through broader body movements.
yeah. I think by the end I'm crying and just uh really conflicted and upset and clearly not sure about what my place is and what my path should be.
And I think you are sharing a vulnerability or weakness with
Yeah,
your
that
master.
makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Um, you're giving him influence. He already has influence.
Hmm.
Okay. Good luck. You now hold one. Good luck keeping track of that. Put whatever you want on the character keeper. You're
Yeah,
probably going to forget it.
I have that here. I have a thing for that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you can show up whenever your master is in danger. But
Yeah.
because you give him influence when he already has influence, he's going to rearrange your labels. He
Hmm.
is going to drop your renegade and raise your ordinary, as he
Yep,
says.
that makes sense.
Everything that you are expressing is valid. I understand your frustration, Nil. That decision has been debated multiple times over the last few years. And the fact that it has ended in failure, that the future was not averted, is disappointing. I'm going to speak to some of my fellows about how to help Cyril. How do you feel with your new hand? Does it fit?
It works. I can do what I need to do, I guess.
Does it fit you?
And I think I just like hold up my still biological hand and this big clunky metal thing, and yeah, yeah, it fits me.
That's insane right there. That's great. There's nothing more that can be said on top of that. Um, anything feels like we're at in scene, in session. Just want to make sure. Okay, cool. All right. At the end of each session, you either grow closer to your teammates, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from your teammates. Alali, did you grow closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
It's a very good question. Um, hmm. think I grew into my own image of myself.
Explain how you see yourself and why, and shift labels.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see myself as like I did the thing said I was going to do with my friend, and now I feel responsible for it. And so now, like I feel like I've forced myself into a position that I have to do something.
Awesome.
Uh,
How are you shifting labels,
Shifting
or do you want a moment or two to think about it and we'll move on?
shifting labels. Um, I think night is going up.
Yeah.
And I think ordinary is coming down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Donna, did you grow closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
I think I grew into my own image of my no, I think I grew closer to the rest of the team.
Who made you feel
Um,
welcome?
um, it's a struggle because I can see it both ways, right?
Hmm.
But I
You can
think it
always
was
just roll a die.
no, no, no. I think it was mainly Nil who made me feel welcome, or at least so again, Nil was trying to protect us and came in and said, "No, that's a dangerous person. You should not believe them. You should believe me." And I do.
Nice.
Mhm.
So you're giving influence to them, and if they already have influence, then they get to shift your labels.
I do have influence. Um, yeah, I need to check the labels a bit to see.
You bet. And while you're doing that, Thana, you can either clear a condition or mark potential. You don't have any conditions right now, so mark potential.
Okay.
And then Nesh, I know you're already working on shifting labels, but I do want to know, did you grow
Yeah.
closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
So I didn't grow away because I was I was far away and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now I'm not. And I don't think I grew into my image of myself, despite the thing with the hand. I feel like for Neil right now, the hand feels right, and everything else is unclear.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
so yeah. So I am closer. Yeah, I'm like I said, I was like on my way. Just I'm out of here, and now I'm not. So, but with the team being like the other Padawans, not the masters, because right now I do not trust them.
Fair, 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 fair. Cool. So, um,
I don't. Wait, I mark potential because I don't have any conditions.
yep. And then do they have influence over you already?
Oh
So,
yeah, who made me feel welcome?
yeah.
Yeah, this could also go either way, but I think Alali, because she was the one who actively convinced me to come with, and who has most clearly like expressed wanting to go back for Cyril and that. Yeah. And do they? I think you already have. I think pretty much everyone. Yeah, you have influence over me, so I'm gonna shift my labels.
Yeah.
Um, um, hmm. Let's take ordinary down and let's take counselor up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ordinary down, counselor up. Yeah, I think I'm taking Fana's counselor down because I don't think you're the smartest person in the room, and you're
Mm.
definitely not an arrogant and egotistical jerk. You're so humble all the time, and but you were really stupid about the Cheddar Farm. So counselor is going down, and I think Knight is going up because you also wanted to save Zero. Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. I love that labels following actions rather than indicating
Hmm.
actions. Very cool. I like that a lot. Sweet. Then we will do some stars and wishes. First, let's see. I think we granted some wishes. Get in trouble for coming down here. I think you got in some trouble, maybe not as much as you expected. Tell the temple about Cyril. You definitely did that. Thana should comfort and support at the start for Evnos. Evnos wasn't here, so we'll do that. Nil having complicated feelings about Alali's sacrifice, seeing rivalry grow. Do you feel like that happened? I'm not sure about that one. And this is a previous wish from a while back. Nils having
Hmm.
complicated feelings about Alali's sacrifice and seeing their rivalry grow. Is this
Yeah,
still
no, I didn't see any of that here. I'm not sure how relevant that is.
okay? Is that a thing we should probably cross out then, or
Yeah,
all right, cool,
I think
no
so.
problem. Things
We
change.
can,
It's been two sessions.
if it becomes relevant again, we can renew it.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And so those are the past wishes. Let us get new wishes. Who has wishes?
So I'll start. Um, one of my wishes, I think we've already talked about, which towards the end of the session, I was like, oh, we just went on this big adventure on our own. Is this a trial? Is this one of the Jedi trials? And I think that
Hmm.
makes a lot of sense because I've just been reading about it, and I think there's five, skill, courage, flesh, that kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, we should pick one of those. You know, you don't complete them all at once. So throughout our adventures as Padawans. Um, so that one's already been granted. The other wish that I thought of was we had talked at some point about there being it being more explicit about us going into the Clone Wars and what all's going on there. And I'm looking forward to that. With the naivete that we have now showing as Padawans, I'm looking forward to showing not necessarily not necessarily darkness, but maybe a little bit more competence or, aggression as we get more battle hardened. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Stephen. Who's next, Mark or Andesh?
Um, Mark is muted.
You go.
Um, yeah. I want this thing with Zero to continue. I think I don't want it resolved quickly or easily. Definitely not right away, which I don't think would happen anyway. But I think I want that to go on for a bit. Um, yeah, I think that's the main one.
Sweet. And then Mark, did you have any wishes?
Yeah, I think I want to see more just more hijinks at the temple. I think it feels like it'd be good. Like we've had a lot of fun like running around doing crazy stuff and just kind of like seeing what the new normal is back here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Love that. That's a
See
good
more
little
Cyril, of
Stephen.
course. Yeah.
Cool. Mark, you went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Did you have any stars?
Yeah, it was a great time. I love being on 1313. Just in general. Um, yeah, it's such a fun contrast to see the Padawans in the like scummy, shady environment that they're 100% not suited for in like but in completely different ways. Um, yeah, just like watching Neil be like, this is messed up and we gotta not be here. But then like maybe having to stay, but then definitely choosing to drop the communicator down. Seeing Zora Bliss again was great. Um, yeah, the whole interaction with our holonovela star, fantastic, and Altana's kind of navigating that whole thing. And I really enjoyed the different conversations with the masters when we got back, just kind of like again
Mhm.
showing like our different perspectives through that lens of them. What happened and what's going to happen. A lot of good stuff.
Good. I'm glad that their different points of view were interesting rather than
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
frustrating. Good. Adesh, did you have any stars?
Yeah. Super fun session, super fun to be back in the game. And yeah, I really enjoyed everyone's like naivety and exuberance would be the word, I guess. Just being like, oh, super optimistic and yeah, we could do this and all of that. And yeah, and starting to see more of the friction with the masters is also interesting. Now that we're getting into like as Padawans seeing more of the real world and seeing like the tension there between we've been in the temple and we've been taught how good and easy things are when you're a Jedi, kind of. And now we're seeing that, oh, maybe not. And that's going to be super interesting moving forward.
Good. Glad you think so. Steven, bring us home. Any last stars out there?
Yeah, I've got a few. Actually, to tail on to what Andesh just said, I caught whiffs of like tropes from other media during this game where we liked the high and mighty university students who went and slummed it in the town with the townies. And, we were all innocent and didn't know what was going on and then gotten brought, bar brawls and all of that. I mean, it definitely has that vibe to it. And then at some point, we're going to graduate and grow up and be stuck out in the middle of a war. So it's very interesting. Um, one of the stars is I loved. So you named the bar the nightclub, but I don't know if you intended. I loved the phrases that, like, I think it was Undesh was the first time I heard it was, you've been
Fully
caught in the
comprehended.
undertow, right?
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yes,
oh,
that's
that's
so
so
good.
good. That's such a tagline that I mean, that's just great. And then I really appreciated Olali talking to Sylph's sister and just the sort of innocent, oh yeah, I'm just going to tell him everything. And it kind of fed into me feeling the same way and being like, oh yeah, you know, Tandy, the
Tandy.
Cheddar fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're our friend, just everything's great. So, um, and then I have another slight star, which was basically, typically put Star Wars music in the background to listen to kind of set the mood. And this was one of the few times whenever, like, during the climax of stuff, the music from Andor hit, and it was really intense. And then as we went through the debrief with the Masters, it switched over to like some of the Mandalorian stories and some of the Mandalorian. I'm like, that just hit perfect. And I'm like, oh, I can't personally time that. It's not worth the effort, but it just happened and it was great.
That's fantastic. Super
Mhm.
excited to hear that. I love when that happens. There are
Yeah.
times when I will put on certain tracks during live games and players will say, I can't believe that song played exactly the right time. Like, yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. I quite enjoyed this. Thank you. It worked out great. Like the folks who were here for our 1313 memorial from Stars of the Dark was you guys. So I was like, I'm going to lean hard into that. Um, and then I still created new stuff, even though there's a bajillion things there. I really wanted something to absolutely play on Thana being the Scarred. So I set up that little aquarium club. Um, this is fun. I look forward to more. And I think that's it. We can bring this session to a close. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Anybody listening or watching.